We're gonna drink a little bit of coffee, man. I got like a little time to spend with y'all today. I wanna break down to you guys about what's going on with Diddy in a big way. Can you dig what I'm saying? While I have a little coffee, got some time, I wanna, break it down, see how you guys been. That's good. Top of the morning, top of the morning. God is so good. God has bestowed this great day upon us, Lord. Yes, Lord. Without him, we're nothing. We have to give all thanks to God for even waking us up to even be able to sit in this live, to even be able to hear it, see it, feel it, touch it, smell it, all that good stuff, y'all. Top of the morning, guys. Happy day, wherever you at in the world, man. It's your boy, Coach One Stack. God is good. We're going to talk about, man, that Puffy verdict. I got about 30, 45 minutes with y'all today to break it down. And I want to tell you guys what's going on with this Diddy trial. So let's break it down. Just tell me where y'all from. And good morning, guy. Hey, man, don't be shy. Top of it. Talk to me. I talk back. Get a few more people in here. I'm gonna go over this Diddy trial. I don't want to get off track. So go ahead and tap that like button, man, while you're in here. And I'm gonna get started in about 15 seconds, man, because I don't have long today. But I want you guys to know what's going on with Diddy. As you know, I am ex-law enforcement. So I got a pretty good view of what's going on, you dig? So let's get it in, man. Top of it. Who we got in the room today? I wanted to give you guys a live about Diddy and these charges, but people keep running in and out of the room. So go ahead and hit that like button, man, or let me know who's in here and we can get started. So now, that's all I need is one or two. So guys, let me let you know what's going on with Diddy. And once we start this, guys, I'm staying on course with this one. So if you want any questions answered, hit that super chat button, and I'll be happy to oblige you. So Diddy yesterday, half of Japan want Diddy to go to jail, please. Okay, so now here's the thing with Diddy, guys. Like I said, I am ex-law enforcement. I am ex-street, all of that. So here's the thing with Diddy. The jury has come back out with a note that says that they are unanimous on 4 of the 5 charges, but they are deadlocked on the RICO charge. Now, what that means is they've come to a verdict on the sex trafficking charges. That means that means that he's guilty. That's a guilty all the way across the board. They're trying to figure out, if they can come to an agreement on a RICO charge. So now, with the sex trafficking charges, guys, that stuff has already been proven when he was flying prostitutes with his company credit card and stuff like that from state to state. Can you dig what I'm saying? So they've already proved that. So as far as the RICO charge, what's gonna happen is if they come to an agreement after the holidays, after the 4th of July, that means that they really taking their job seriously and taking the judge's instructions, because that carries 30 to life, okay? But if they come to a decision before the 4th of July, it may mean that the jury will be a hung jury. And in the case when it's a hung jury, since he's gonna get convicted on these other 4 charges, they're not even gonna retry him for this, because they have what's called running, top of the morning, people. They have what's called running your charges bow-legged. That means consecutively. So with his 4 charges that he's been found guilty of, all the sex trafficking stuff, that means that he'll have to serve 15 to 20 years, boom, get parole from that, which is 90% of the time in the feds. Start serving time on the next sentence, get paroled off of that, so on and so forth, and that will mean the rest of his life in prison. So even if they don't come back on a RICO charge, as a unanimous vote, they're not gonna make it a hung jury. They just will just get rid of that charge and keep him convicted on the other four, so they don't have to go through and try him again because they got what they want, which is going to be a whole lot of years. So at the end of the day, when you spending years of your life in the penitentiary for the rest of your life, it doesn't matter what you're in there for. It just matters they want you up in there. Can you dig what I'm saying? Sub-Zero Hero, Diddy, definitely. I don't have no problems with Lamarck. Now, Daniel, I want to answer that question for you, Daniel. The reason why I feel a lot of people went back, the women were going back to him. I mean, let's face it. Guys, on my channel, we keep it real. A lot of these women were prostitutes. You got Daphne, aka 50 Cent's mother. She was over here doing this so she can get her rent paid for $10,000 a month. So you're going back to him, you keep saying that you don't like it, but you keep going back to him so you can get your rent paid for $10,000 a month. But I don't know about y'all, but I don't need no rent paid for $10,000 a month. So the big thing is where Diddy could have helped himself, is if he wasn't so cocky and he wasn't going through throwing the little heart signs and with his body language. See, because the jury looks at that, guys. Because like I said, I am ex-law enforcement. I've been through this stuff a million times. If he had not been acting so cocky, he may have gotten up to get speak on his behalf in front of the jurors and maybe be able to sway the jurors and say, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm a freak. I got these sexual fantasies and we have an agreement and this is part of the game that we play, because you notice I pay these women and then they say that they don't want to do it, but that's just a part of the game for them to come back and say, oh, I don't want to do this and be made to do things, guys. Those are called like power exchanges in the sexual world. But the thing is, if he got on that stand, he would be cross-examined, which would be all bad for him. And so he is so far gone into himself and so foul, ego is a heck of a drug. He's so into himself. And Damon, let me pin your comment real quick. Let me pin your comment real quick, Damon. Hold up. Let me pin your message, Damon, because I want to speak on what you got going on. Ego is a heck of a drug. Now he's convicted, guys. If any of you guys never been through the system, now when he gets convicted and it comes time for sentencing, people are going to write letters. People are going to get up there and talk. He's going to need some character witnesses, y'all. And believe it or not, when you have a trial like this, those character witnesses actually really count, because the judge is going to look at letters and character witness and say, oh man, this dude is not, he ain't such a bad guy after all. He's not a monster. But here's the thing. The only character witness that he's going to have are his kids. Ain't nobody from the music industry going to get up there and vouch for him in a courtroom. Because if they would have did that, if they were going to do that, they would have already then spoke up. So nobody with anything to lose is going to get up and speak on his behalf as a character witness at his sentencing. And don't forget this. He's going to have a lot of state charges coming as well. You dig what I'm saying? He's going to have a lot of state charges coming as well. And like I said, guys, if you like this, man, share the live, tap the like button, man. If you guys got any questions, hit the super chat button. I will give you some individual care. Like I said, I'm not just coming to you from a street dude's point of view. I was ex-law enforcement. I put cuffs on people. I didn't been through this stuff. I know how the system works in and out. I also played against the system. So what I'm saying is, man, it first of all was funny to me with this entire case, with everything he was convicted in, that you only had 3 victims. That was my first thing, and see, here's where the world is messed up, y'all. I don't think he's gonna get pardoned. But here's where the world is messed up, y'all. If it was you or I on trial, they would be showing our stuff on TV every day of the week, every second of the week. But now, because he is who he is, all we get to see are sketches. But once he's found guilty, they're gonna bring that camera in the room and you gonna get to see him now. It ain't gonna be no more no cameras in the room and all that kind of stuff. You know, so another thing with his trial, another thing, Diddy and interesting, it's a name, Carmelo Insurance, what is he gonna do? I don't know. So another interesting thing, you know, about this Diddy trial, man, that's super interesting, is that, you know, they couldn't come to a conclusion with the RICO charge. Man, all the RICO charge is, if you're not familiar with a RICO charge, and for you youngsters, y'all might not understand this because y'all wasn't around. I'm 48 years old. The RICO charge was made in New York by Rudy Giuliani, who was mayor at the time. It was made for the mafia. So let me explain to you how they're looking at Bad Boy as like a organization like the mafia. So, okay, you take the mafia, right? You got the boss. Puffy's the boss. Then you got your underboss, right? Then you got your consigliere, right? Then you have your capos. Then under them you got your lieutenants. Then under them you got your people. Well, being in the mafia, if you were in a crime family, right, which Bad Boy could be considered a crime family. Well, in the mafia, they just basically have a license to steal, and everybody at every level has to kick up money every week to give it to the boss. Well, same thing with Bad Boy. He had people up under him, and by sending these text messages to his workers saying, hey, go pick this up out of state and bring this here. Okay, go get this person out of state and bring them here. Guys, and then when he reimbursed them, and when they spent their own money and he reimbursed them out of the Bad Boys fund, guys, that's what made it a RICO charge and made it to where he's using his, you know, organization as a criminal enterprise, because you were refunding people for, you know, for illegal things that they had done out of your money. No different than the mafia. So, but you have people on this jury. You have, I know it's supposed to be like 6 white girls and gonna be 6 black people now, because they had to kick a few people off. Well, that jury selection is so important, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever, I don't know if you've ever, you know, and Michaela, you don't have to be in the live. You can get out the live. Nobody asked you to come up in here. So now, and oh no disrespect, Brody. Hey man, I'm Coach One Stack, man. Whack 100 might look like me, and I think I look much better than him. But anyway, when you dealing with a jury selection, this is why his jury selection was so important. Having a jury selection is like picking teams to play baseball or basketball. You know, everybody gets a chance to, you know, get a person, you know, because you want certain people sitting on your jury that's going to be sympathetic to your cause. In Diddy's case, he wanted more black people on his jury that might be male, that may be sympathetic to his cause, that may look at it like, oh man, Diddy was just tricking off hiring some prostitutes, and now all of a sudden they couldn't get no more money, and now they're mad at him. See, that's the role that he played. But then you have to look at these conservative people who they just hearing the stuff that he doing in the bedroom, and they think it's gross, and they're like, you know what? This dude is guilty anyway. You shouldn't be doing stuff like this. So jury selection is super important. And another place where his defense team failed, man, the man paid $20 million. He paid $20 million. He paid $20 million for his defense team. And so with closing arguments, your closing argument should never be anything less than 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. That your closing arguments is when you really wrap up your case and it's like you sell yourself. Like if you was at a job interview, when somebody, like when you go to a job interview and they start asking you, hey, is there anything else you like to tell us about yourself that may, help us in making this decision? That's when that's when you sell yourself in the courtroom and you go over it and you try to make it without a shadow of a doubt that your client is innocent. Well, the way it goes is, because the defense has the burden of proof. Because the defense has the burden of proof, the defense got to go first. They took about an hour. Diddy's defense team only took 10 minutes to rebuttal. 10 minutes. We talking the man paid $20 million for a law team, and they only took 10 minutes. They had all the time in the world. They only took 10 minutes to try to sway the jury. Well, here's the thing. The prosecution gets to rebuttal again. They gets to go last. So that means the little 10 minutes that his defense team took, man, the prosecution gets time to eat that up and dispose of all that information. So, I mean, it's bad all the way around the board. And as you see, thanks, Abe. Double smash that screen, y'all. I mean, I'm giving it to y'all raw, and who better to, like, for real, who better to give you information about the court system and the trial except somebody who is ex-law enforcement? Duh. Thank you, Paul Ryan. I appreciate that. And so, you guys, you got a lot of people in here that didn't have fathers and stuff like that. You got a lot of people in the chat that didn't have dads to look up to, and so they got to look at me as their daddy, because anybody knows that a grown man don't talk to other grown men like that. That's why their character is flawed like Diddy. And they're probably sitting at home alone, watching some porn, trying to rub one out while you're sitting up here fantasizing about me and my body. But now, back to what I was saying, y'all. Now, here's what you have to look at. You have over 100 or some victims that are suing him civilly. When you're suing somebody civilly, your burden of proof is not quite as high. When you sue someone civilly, you don't have to prove as much, to get your money. So you got a lot of people that are suing him civilly, which is a very smart thing to do, because he's gonna run out of money, y'all. And he's paying these people. He's paying the civil suits. And you're not gonna pay a civil suit unless you're guilty. So it's gonna reach a point where it ain't gonna be no more money left. You can't get pee from a tree. And now these people are going to now go ahead and go forward and start filing criminal charges, right? They're gonna file more criminal charges, but it's not gonna matter if he ends up getting life over here. See, it's not gonna matter what he gets convicted of. Life is life. You only can live one life. So the smart ones are going to go get his money. Do you dig what I'm saying? Hey guys. Man, why don't y'all chill out in the chat, man? Ain't we all supposed to be adults here? Thank you, No Name. We all supposed to be adults here. Be an adult. Tap the like screen. Hit the live. If you want some individual attention, man, hit that super chat button, man, and I will answer your question. I will get at you and let you know exactly what you need. But I'm giving you some information from somebody who was in law enforcement and who played the streets. I know both ways to the fullest. To the fullest. My dad was law enforcement. I was law enforcement. Let's keep it pushing. So now, Diddy has nobody to vouch for his character. Okay? So now expect a lot of these greeting cop. Expect a lot of these entertainers, rappers, whoever, to start leaving the country. Expect a lot of people to be gone out of this country, because once he's convicted, you see how nobody stood up to help him. Nobody stood up to help him, right? Oh, you know what? Hey, rap. Let me pin your comment, rap. Hold up. Hey, rap. Rap vloggery. Let me pin your comment. We gonna get on that. I like what you just said, rap. Now peep this out. Peep this out. Kanye only came out with that song about him messing with his cousin, right? If you listen to that song about him and his cousin, when he came out with that song about his cousin, he only came out with it so that when his name blew up in this case, it wouldn't be such a hard blow. Because if I tell you something bad about myself, right? Yeah, it may look bad for a second. You may look at me sideways, but God forbid, y'all gotta put me on Front Street in front of the whole world. Now it looks extra bad. So let me tell you this thing about Kanye. And guys, I have nothing against the rainbow community. I have plenty of friends, family. I don't have nothing against the rainbow community, period. But let me tell you what Kanye was doing, because he talks about it in his song, okay? They have these things, man, called poppers. These are these things that they inhale. It's a chemical. Now, in rainbow type sex, they're known to use poppers. He talks about this in his rap song. So the thing is, at 14 years old, Kanye wouldn't even know what that is, because a lot of y'all don't know what that is. He says the chemical name for it. Guys, that's used right now by adults to have homosexual sex. And, you know, whatever, if that's what you are, that's fine. But he talks about that, which lets me know he's doing this stuff right now constantly, because a 14-year-old wouldn't even have had no knowledge about it. If he made that song about what he was doing with his cousin when he was 14 and he stopped, he would not know about poppers. If you guys don't know what poppers are, go in your Google and search poppers, sexual enhancement, and you will see what they are. It's some stuff that they inhale. They inhale it like huffing paint, and it makes them drop their inhibitions, and they makes them do what they do. Can you dig what I'm saying? They're called poppers. You can see it for yourself. You ain't got to trust me. Go ahead and Google it real quick while y'all on here. So Kanye made that song, and Kanye, let me see. Hey, you right, Code Washington, these cats will take off the grease over there. It's a mental disease, not a criminal offense. Now, oh, Brody, hey, now when you talk about the Greeks, you know this type of stuff was okay with the Greeks back in the day. In Rome and the Greeks, they were into this type of stuff. It was not common for the Greeks to have them a young boy by their side and have a wife. That was common. You know, that was common. In the Roman soldiers, it was common. Yeah, like Spartacus. It was common for them to, let's just say, help each other out on the battlefield. It was common for them to be able to take the pain and be on each other, as in Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible. Can you dig what I'm saying? That's right, no name. That's a fact. Romans did too. And now check this out. Check this out. If you really want to get into Rome, and I believe it's either Rome or Greece, don't make me lie, go look up something called Caligula. 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 Caligula was like a ruler back then, and he believed in all of that type of stuff. You know, like all the Diddy stuff. He believed in it. That's what he liked to do. It was his thing. And if you didn't even participate, he might have you deleted back in those days. Caligula. Hey, Detroit Facts 313 in the house, baby. Football history is repeating itself. Hey, no name. See, you know about Caligula, right? Caligula was the OG. Man, y'all need to holler at No Name, because No Name know exactly what they talking about. You know, hold up. Rap Vaggery, hold up. Rap Vaggery. Hold up, Rap Vaggery. Let me pin your comment, Brody. Hey, Rap Vaggery has the floor. Let me tell you something, Rap Vaggery. I was recently in Atlanta. And you guys, listen to me. Get your pencils out and go look this up. Look this up. I want y'all to look this up. Go look up what a dancing boy is. Dancing, like dancing in the street, a dancing boy. Go look up what a dancing boy is in Saudi Arabia. A dancing boy is out in the is these Muslims in Saudi Arabia. They go get these. They might get them when they're 9 to 11 years old. They go and buy them from their family, right? These are men because the Muslim women stay covered up over there from head to toe, right? So they go buy these little boys over here, and it's legal. This is legal. The dancing boys are legal in Saudi Arabia. They go buy these boys, 9 to 11 years old. They basically turn them out. They take them and they teach them how to dance and sing. They dress them as a woman. They belong to an owner. They're basically enslaved, and their owner pays their parents certain amounts of money, and they're basically, since a lot of these guys can't have, lay with a woman until they get married per their religion, they pass these dancing boys around like a cup of water. The dancing boys come in and they have bells on their arms. They're dressed as a woman and they're dancing around. They're dancing around doing their thing. And at the end of the day, they're saying, well, who's going to take the boy home? Who's going to take the boy home? One particular person, they said, how many dancing boys have you had? He said 3,000 to 4,000. Look up what a dancing boy is, y'all. Yeah, look up what a dancing boy in Saudi Arabia is, and I promise y'all gonna come back to my channel, man. Oh, and thank you for the super chat. Who sent me a super chat? Whoever sent me that super chat. Oh, hey, thank you for the super chat, Brody. Hold up. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Brody. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, Abe. Thank you for that super chat, Abe. Abe, tell me where you from, bro. I want to give you, I'll answer any question that you got, Abe. Tell me, Abe has the floor. Anything that you want to ask me, bro, you can get the answer to it. Go ahead and throw it up there, Abe. Thanks for that super chat too, bro. But until Abe comes up, back to these dancing boys, right? Hold up. Till Abe comes up, back to these dancing boys. Damn, won't let me put it up there. Yeah, back to these dancing boys. Man, they take these boys and they have them for years. And when they interview these people, they're like, do you sleep with the dancing boy? And they're like, yes, if he wants to. Man, you know damn well they sleeping with the dancing boy. How about, yeah, and they got the biggest smile. Yes, if he wants to, Man, they tearing these dancing boys' behinds up out there in Saudi Arabia, and it's legal. And they sell videos of this stuff on the street legally. The government knows. So how would you feel? What kind of sense make this make sense to me? Please make this make sense to me. You got your kid at home, right? You poor. You ain't doing too good. You got your 9, 10, 11-year-old boy. And now you sell your boy to another man. And you pay him monthly, and this man is giving you monthly installments to do whatever he wants to do with your son. Guys, that's something worse than Diddy. I'm going to make a reaction video about it. The video is like an hour and a half long. It's going to make you sick, man. I watched this stuff, and I had to get on my knees and pray to Jesus for repentance for even looking at this stuff on YouTube. It was by far the worst thing I ever saw that I had ever saw. And Stan, you know exactly what I'm saying, Brody. Oh, Abe, they're doing it too. When you go to these other countries, bro, Thailand, Afghanistan, the Philippines, bro, you can go to the brother and find you somebody that is a little person. Like, that's legal. You can go get you 2, 3. It's legal. They're bred that way. Why do you think so? Like in America, guys, that's why so many of these men go to the Philippines, they go to China, they go to Afghanistan, and they bring them back a nice young wife because that person has been trained to do whatever it is they need to do. What's up, B-Man? B-Man, what's up with it, B-Man? Look through the comments. What's up, Valerie? Top of it, and it's true. I don't have any advice for carpal tunnel. Let me see. Willie Popular. Okay, Willie Booger, popular dance in Saudi Arabia. Yep. Hey, Willie Booger. Exactly. I just could not remember the Baka Bazi. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't remember that part of it because I really just came across this about in the last 3 weeks, but it's Baka Bazi. I'm going to do a video on Baka Bazi, you know, because that stuff is not cool, man. You know, and if you would, Willie, why don't you let the room know about Baka Bazi? Oh, yeah, it's freaks all over the world. But see, Sharon, don't leave. You know, God has us. Let me tell you something, man. At the end of the day, God has a plan for us all. God has a plan for everybody. God is not, sometimes God sits you in the fire for a little while. He sits you in the fire, but he sits in there with you during the fire. And best believe, if you have your faith right, you're going to come up out that fire not smelling like no smoke. See, these are the last days. If you look at the Bible, it says everything that's wrong will be viewed as right. Everything that's wrong will be viewed as right. Everything that a person does wrong, they will view as right. These are the last days in the Bible. And guys, you know, I'm running out of time. I got a few more minutes. Man, have y'all seen The Purge? If y'all saw The Purge, the movie The Purge, throw a 7 up in the chat for me, please. Throw a 7 up in the chat. I see you, Persian King. If you have seen the movie The Purge, throw a 7 up in the air. Please. Guys, that's what they're doing here in the United States. They're gonna have a purge. They're doing it as we speak. What by cutting insurance, what are you doing? You're eliminating the lives of old people that are in old folks' home. You are eliminating sick people, the poor, the homeless, the veterans, the kids who can't even get no medical insurance. That's who you eliminating. And it wouldn't surprise me if they did come up with the day where, and I saw this, and I said this years ago when The Purge came out. It would, peace, Richard, man. I hope you get to your destination safe today, brother. The Kingdom, Persian King. I've never seen that movie before. Roman, I would say that it's what's only a sin, man. As long as you are operating with a pure heart, God covers all of your, he will cash all your checks. So it's all about what's going on in your head, to be honest with you. You know, you're supposed to cast out demons, but I wouldn't tell you, I'm not advising anybody to delete anyone. You can bet that. I'm advising you to stay away from them. What's up, SD? Thank you, Richard. And I mean the same thing about you. But I do believe that there will be a purge. There will be a purge where the government and these higher ups and these billionaires sit back with a camera and they try to get rid of us. Guys, they already did it by making the COVID. They made the COVID virus to try to get rid of people, right? They made that. And now this is the next way. Guys, do you understand that people are getting deported? That when deportation comes along, even as a black man, I could have the possibility of getting deported and getting sent to any country of this man's choice. That being deported is not just for the Latinos. That's for anybody here. This man could get a stick up his butt and say, you know what? You committed a crime. I'm going to deport you. And they can send you wherever they want to. Yes, Florida does have the first concentration camp, and he is proud of that. Do you guys know the sick individual that you dealing with that is proud of that, guys? He's proud of that. Thank you, Alyssa. He's proud of that. So guys, check this out. I just want to drop a little knowledge on y'all this morning. I want to drop some knowledge on y'all this morning, but I have to run, man. I got to go to work. But right now, man, I thank every one of you guys for listening. Please tap the like button if you have not. Please share this live. Man, we giving nothing but real game, real situations, because, man, this world is in a very, very bad state. Because I done been to 3 different countries in the last month, and I'm telling you, the world is in a very bad state. When you go to other countries, thank you, Roman. I appreciate that, Brody. Or ma'am, I don't know. But definitely, man, keep your head on a swivel wherever you at in the country. And if you do not live in this country, realize all of us don't agree with what's going on in this world. Most of us don't agree with what's going on in this world. Can you dig what I'm saying? DOP discussions, what you do first, subscribe to this channel, and hey, man, keep your head on a swivel. If you could help somebody out less fortunate than you, help, and get out there and vote. And stop following, man, stop watching your local news and watch some CNN news that's going to tell you what's really going on. But other than that, guys, I pray that every one of you guys get to, Jordan, thank you. Thank you, guys. I pray that every one of you guys and your family get to your destinations unscathed, with God's hands wrapped around you. And other than that, man, I want you guys to have a very, very beautiful morning. And I'm going to see you guys later today, and I'm going to see you in the morning. Be blessed, not stressed, man, and keep your head up, man, because time is going to come. Because remember, God has the last say of everything that's going on in this world. God has the last say.